Alright, so today we have a 2006 Toyota Tundra. We're going to go ahead and change the rotors, which as you can see are very scored up. Have some deep grooves in them because basically brake pads are basically gone. As you can see, the pistons are pushed out all the way so they don't have no any more travel, and the gap between the pads and the actual rotor, there's hardly none. So today we're going to put these on there, new rotors, new pads. Got them from Advanced Auto Parts, full ceramic. They cost a little bit more, but it's better to get the quality stuff and just be done, you know, do it right the first time so you don't have to go back in there another time. So as you can see, big difference in pad. There's none, you have some. So we're gonna go ahead and change that real quick. So first thing first, you want to jack up your vehicle. Make sure you use jack stands for safety. You're gonna need a 21 deep inch socket. I have my air gun, whichever you have to remove your tires, but I have my 21 deep inch impact socket. When you remove your tire, I always suggest that you put the tire underneath the car for extra safety as well. So if the car does fall for any weird reason, you have that to kind of save it, because if this heavy friggin' truck fall upon the ground, you're out of luck, you understand. And then another thing too, over here is a brake reservoir. A lot of people like to remove the cap because of pressure release. A lot of people say it helps it in some way or doesn't help. I don't really know the truth or the science behind it, but you know, since I've been working on vehicles, I always like to just remove the cap, you know, because in case anything does flow over or whatever it is, you know, if it's going to flow over, it's going to flow over anyway. So it's your preference, but I always like to remove the cap. So that's me. So we're about to get started. So the tools we're going to need for this, I have a can of carb clean, and when you get your new rotors are, so you know it had that weird little sticky film on there for when it's in store, so it doesn't rust or anything like that. You want to use some carb clean or brake clean to clean off the surface of that. So you just wipe it lightly and until you remove it. You can put it on there with it on the car, but it will have a nasty burning smell. I smell like some chemical business, and I don't really have no time for that. So also for this job, I had to buy a tool that can make it easier, because all I have right now is C-clamp, which as you can see might not be the best for this setup. As you can see, you have quad pistons, you have 4 pistons, so I got this tool at Advance as well, like $34. So it's basically a ratcheting tool. Once you remove the caliper from the brake system, you basically fit the plates in between the pistons and then you ratchet until it pushes it apart. And as you can see, it has this regular plate, and then it has these 2 attachments which are for bigger plates, which it has these 2 knobs that basically slide in place like that. So it's for the bigger caliper vehicles. So I hear it's a good tool, so hopefully make this job very easy. So the other tools you're going to need, I have a long extension 3/8. You're going to need a 17mm for the caliper bolt, which is right here, and one adjacent at the bottom, and then this whole caliper comes off. I already kind of remove some of the safety clips. You have this right here, which basically slides through the caliper and the brake pads like that. You have your little clip that basically fits through the hole, so you just use a pliers and remove it. And then also you have another clip that basically loops around the actual rod, the sliding rod, and it also when you have it installed, it goes through these holes on the brake pads like this. So that's how it's going to look. This loops around the rod, and then it goes through there like that on both sides. So we're going to go ahead and get started to remove the caliper, compress the pistons with the new tool. Again, you're going to need a 17 wrench, pliers. I did have some anti-seize. I'm gonna see if this system actually has anywhere that needs to be greased up, because you know when you're taking off your calipers, also sometimes you have your sliding caliper, but it doesn't look like it's that type of system that has the grease cover boots. So you might get lucky and you don't have to use that. So let's begin.